This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog network, and now let's check in and see if CHARLEY-K1GZL is on frequency to bring us up to date on the latest 40-meter band propagation. Charlie's QTH is up north in northern New Hampshire, near the Canadian border. Charlie, got a copy?
Charlie, got a copy? Yes, Jim, very good. There's a little bit of static. Queen Roger Nancy on, but I'm copying very well. And hope you're copying me at K1GZL. Go ahead.
Roger. Coming on the Milford PA SDR, and you're about 30 over. Roger.
And you're about 30 over.
Roger on that. It's a cloudy day. We had about 9/10 of an inch of rain, just under 1 inch, late yesterday, last night, and off and on this morning with some sleet. Last night and a little freezing rain, but the temperature has risen up to the low 40s, and that has gotten rid of that. Since I don't have Captain Mike on tape, he's on vacation for another week and a half or so. I do have a recording of Ian. I recorded on 40 meters. It must have been close to a year ago. And that was a time when the band was very good, of course, in the early morning. This was about 6:30 Eastern time in the morning on 40. And here's just a little bit. I thought you'd like to hear it. Here it is.
And I've got the data logger running at the moment, Charlie, and you're peaking around 50 dBs greater than a microvolt. 50 dBs greater than a microvolt, so you're pretty solid. Okay, I hope I get to hear the CW birds, Charlie. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, I get there somewhere up above 3 kilohertz. Anyway, your hearing must still be okay, Charlie. Okay, 73 K1GZL, VK3 Mike Oscar.
Okay, I wonder if that came through. What he was talking about, the birds, we have these white-throated sparrows in the summertime. In their mating season, they send CW. I think I may have mentioned this to you before. They send CW. The last year, they haven't done as much, but they actually send actual letters. Bob, K. I call them the K bird. I've tried to play it over the air, but the 7300 will not go up to that frequency. To pass them through on the audio spectrum. So back to you, Jim. I hope Ian came through. KC9VKV, K1GZL.
Roger. Charlie, just a perfect copy there on Milford. Like I say, you were 30 over, and that was just a perfect recording there. He was. What do you think his signal was to you? A 30 over?
What do you think his signal was to you? A 30 over?
I don't remember exactly, but I would say that he was at least 20 or 25, possibly 30. He may have hit 30. And I have seen him hit 45 to 50 over in here, 45 to 50 over, just blasting when conditions are perfect. Go ahead.
Roger, yes, his signal was just so clean. It just must have been something like that. Well, gosh, Charlie, what is going on as far as the weather up there? Is it you still have a bunch of snow on the ground?
No, not really. I don't think we have more than 15%, maybe 10-15%. We've had a lot of unusual warming, and we've had these rain episodes, and those have pretty well dropped it down. However, we have had totally for the whole season, if you add them all up, 170 inches of snow, and the normal for an entire winter is 195. So it's apparent we're not going to quite make 195 this year, as the weather pattern is not favoring the northeast with snow. It just is not. It's either going west of us or out to the south of us. So far, we've been knocked out of the loop. One of the main reasons is October produced nothing except, well, 1/10 of an inch at one day in October, but nothing in October, and usually we get at least 10 or 15 inches. If we had had that, then I would say the possibility of getting up to 195 would be possible. However, the way it is now, I don't think we're going to make it. But this is readings over 24 years, over a 24-year period. And in other words, if I missed out by 24 years, the average would have been 194 per season. So we normally get a lot of snow up here, and this town does plow very nicely. And you have to up here because one snowstorm can follow another. But we've been getting a lot of ours nickeled and dimed. 2 inches here, 4 inches here, 1/2 inch here, 6 inches there, and they do add up. But last night with the light sleet, freezing rain, it whitened everything down early this morning. But that melted off. But we have patches of snow out here, still 10 inches or so in the more shaded areas, and also, of course, where it's been plowed, there's still some left, Jim. Well, Jim, look, I won't hold it any longer. We'll try to catch you next week. We won't have Captain Mike next week, but I will the following week. There, that is for sure. 73, Jim, and thank you so much for picking me up. I'm still on the cloud warmer, and I'm hoping to get that quad going as soon as I can. However, it's getting to the point I can get out there now and work on things. KC9VKV, K1GZL. Sorry for such a long transmission.
That's fine, Charlie. Fine, Charlie. Thanks for dropping by, and as always, so you have a great afternoon and beautiful weekend there. And remember, just take it real easy on those high points if you have to work on that antenna. 73, sir. And just a reminder, this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog Net. My name is Jim, and I'm better known in some circles as Dr. VKV. And we are recording now live till 5, so if you have a radio you want to check out, give us a shout. We'll post this recording up on YouTube in the next couple of days. So when you go to YouTube, just do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. And that will take you to our YouTube Qso-Vlog page, where we're currently featuring over 2,000 Qso-Vlog AirCheck recordings. This recording will be cut number 1 in that series, regardless of what YouTube says. And also we have a new series called KC9VKV Highlights. That's Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor Highlights, followed by the word highlights on a YouTube search. These are some of our less technical, more human nature, philosophical kinds of QSOs. So you have a couple options there. Each one of those is interesting. Our one Qso-Vlog highlights is have a lot of interesting stuff, not necessarily in the technical nature, but a lot of radio story stuff and human nature stuff. So there you go. And so let's move along here, and if you have a radio now that you want to check out, give me a shout.
Now that you want to check out, give me a shout.